World of YouTube, True Crime, Terrible Sight, and everything else. And today I am mapping. And something all depends on this case of what part of Lind and Marshall was the parents coming from. As you can see, it's only 10 minutes from Lind to Marshall. Lind. And of course, this is on Brandon Swanson. Now, like I said, it all depends where they lived in Lind and where he broke down or got into the accident. And this is just gonna take. And as for the phone call being 47 minutes. 47 minutes. Now I'm one. Jeez. This is bizarre because as you can see the time. 10 minutes from each town. But by the looks of it, if I put this on, parents could have lived way up here. He could have broke down, who knows, somewhere in here maybe. I mean, that would make some time, but for a town of 400 or 500, not much. How would one take 47 minutes to get to their kid? Unless that's how long it took to, they stayed on the phone for so long and they're at the wrong spot. But it is very interesting, and this is what makes the case more interesting, to see how much town. There we go. Wow. Let's just say, I'm trying to see. That's got to be the state line. Very interesting, very interesting. I mean, there's another thought theory idea I have, and that's, right, whoever attacked them had to have moved a car. I mean, say so. Because this is just insane and bizarre itself. But hang on a moment, I will be back. So, as I was saying, what was I saying? Jesus. No, just kidding. So we're looking at a vicinity of I don't know how much the town line's going this, but trying to figure out 47 minutes on the phone. 25 miles from where the car was. Found. Just bizarre. And this makes this case more bizarre. And going into the landscaping of this, as you can see. Yeah, lots. I mean, even the roads ain't even coming up. Just highway road. Oh, there's them some roads. What? 3. Yeah, and that's the thing about out west. Got a lot of long roads. A lot of long in-betweens. And one can only imagine what lies within all this, just like that. There's a road. Or is that just, someone's backyard, for Christ's sakes, or a company. And you got stuff like this. Yep. See how that works. Now, whether or not them are roads, dirt roads, yes, they are. One just can just imagine what lies within these fields, farmland, and where this kid would have been. Could he have taken a wrong turn? But then again, they said found it 25 minutes. But go figure, they never said in this article if they found it in the ditch. They did not. So what was it? Was it in the ditch found, or was it not found in the ditch? I have to look that up. But as you can see, all this land, only one can imagine where he was. And if he did happen to take a wrong turn, say so, got put in a ditch, and right, if this is some type of setup to make you crash, and like they pull the car out, make you disappear, and then drive it away or whatever. Whatever the case is, it's something to just sit there and, like any other case. It's like, what more could you think of on this one? To just say, where did he go? I mean, who knows the boundaries of these towns, too? And that's the thing. You got this one. Who knows where their boundaries are? Town lines. This one, this one, this one. So honestly, how do you do that? Yeah, there ain't much vicinity with this. So I made a boo-boo. Hey. So we're looking at all around this area. But even weird. I mean, who knows how long Lind goes. Because, of the town lines. How big this town is. You know, you put this all in perspective, say so. You got a lot of cutoffs here, so it nails down more on this. And just looking at this just makes you want to think, you just can't stop thinking. And then you got to think of the fact of, the parents saying they were on the phone for 47 minutes. And I wonder why the kid got frustrated, hung up. But, whether he did walk into a well. Someone did mention in a comment that, they were on some old farmland. But I don't know, man. All depends on the person's, actions, I say. So you're walking through a dark field and you trip over something, say so, a field rock, say so. Or even if you're gonna trip into a well, I'm for damn sure well the circle of stone at least has to be a foot or 2 feet high. So if you walk into that, you're banging your shin. Or you're stubbing your toes. I mean, I don't know, I can't say if I've seen a well. I mean, I maybe seen a well. But as far as I know, wells were always at least 2 feet high. At least 2 feet high out of the ground. With, the stone wall part. I ain't never seen a well that was, because you gotta think back in them days, right? You gotta have a place where you can see it. Remember where it is. And for anybody to put a well just stone around it, what this guy was talking about, or tripped, I mean, that would be just a jackass move for a farmer. Unless they, I can't even say unless they keep a cover over it, but no. They used to use the rain to fill that up, so covers couldn't be on it. I mean, nowadays, yeah, wells are a thing of the past, pretty much. And all I can say is trapdoors. That movie, here's a perfect example. The Lovely Bones with Mark Wahlberg. I recommend anybody watch that movie. Because that was about a murder. And no one could find the girl. And I don't know if it's based on true events. I think it is. And one would only have to know. I think they might have gotten the book from the guy to know what he did in the movie, because the murdered girl's sister went in the guy's house and found, one of the girl's piece of jewelry she used to wear. And, I think it was a bracelet. But that guy had a book, and he used to make things to lure kids in. And one thing he made in a cornfield was a room. Literally a friggin' looked like a bunker. A bomb shelter. And in that field, right, it was coming into the winter months. And farmers ain't out there in the winter months. They ain't out there doing their work because, right, field's going to be what? Full of snow. Common sense. So this guy before, it was like October or early November, literally dug a friggin' hole, put all this crap down there, and right, covered it up. And then when he got what he wanted was the girl, he destroyed the whole friggin' thing. And it's like, and just think about it. This guy did all this work, had a bed and couch and all kinds of stupid tables and stuff to sit down there, right? Like to draw, do artwork, or whatever he was going with. But he's got all this stuff down there. Just think and imagine how he did this and nobody's seen him. So you can just imagine, and one can imagine a trapdoor being out in this, remote area. And there's a lot of remote land out there. Nothing. Who's doing stuff out there, right? Serial killer. You gotta let your imagination run wild. And this is why I use stuff like movies, because whether it is a true movie or not, people, I believe, and I can safe to say, I think sometimes if it's a fiction movie, I'm for damn sure people use stuff from, things they read about, heard about, murder books, what one did, put it in a movie. Might be fiction, but I don't care what anybody says. It's telling something of one tall tale that was back in the day that something happened that was true. And that's why I like using references through movies or TV shows. Because, right, Law and Order, criminals get crap off that. I get crap off that. She's like, shit. Something like this happened. You gotta go back in your mind, remember this. Ooh, that could have happened to this case. So, whatever the case may be in this little town, boy, one disappears. And that's another thought theory idea that kid could be in some kind of trapdoor room, something other than a well. And yeah, someone could have filled that hole right back in. Won't come on my land. Could be some sick bastard that don't like people on his land, Yeah, squirrel over here staring at me. He's looking for food. Been feeding the squirrels in the neighborhood. That's right. I housed one, so can't let all the other ones go hungry. But anyway, hang on a sec. I'll check something. Now, anyways, folks, like I say, you gotta let your imagination run wild on this. And, yeah, I still gotta do some other stuff on this I wanna do, but just by looking at this map, man, it's just, like I keep saying, insane. Insane. And I would like to know, yeah, right, I gotta look that up. Did they find the car in the ditch? Did he claim he's crashed in a ditch? So, and it doesn't even say, I gotta forget to put the article up in the, description box, but I'm going to in both videos today. But other than that, folks, be safe, take care, always beware, and oh man. Very interesting case right here. Small town. And there's that other fact. Ended here. Theory. Thought theory idea. In all my videos that I do on stuff about what's beneath us is the question. What is beneath us? And out in these western part, states, and as you can see, a lot of missing kids around this area. I mean, serial killers, I think, but also what's beneath us, because you keep going more west, you're getting into them mountain areas, Native American reservations, Utah. You're getting into them, that's right. Crazy happenings, period. I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole United States, even my way, I can't even say just out west. Oh, look at that. What is underneath that? Is the question. What is underneath that? Only one can just imagine what's underneath us. And when stuff starts happening underneath us, that's right. That makes it even more impossible to even imagine. Right? Where did they go? A lot of things to think about in this case, boy, because just the framing of that town, how small it is. Ow.